Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order from August 12th, 2025 for the redevelopment commission. You want to take roll?
No.
Yeah. First item of business is to approve or ratify the meeting minutes from July 8, 2025. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second. We have a motion and a second. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Aye.
And Mr. Jordan?
Aye.
Motion carries.
The next item on your agenda, we have a bid and a quote. So we'll start with the bid, and that is RNS 92503-R, the GM Employee Entrance Construction project. Just by way of a little introduction, this is there are two entry drives into the GM site, one on Fillmore Road, and that's a project that we bid a long time ago. The concrete road is being built in pieces and should be done here later this summer. This is a drive probably about 600, 700 feet south of that drive. This will be the main drive into the project site. There's a couple of maps in your packet. The main bid is from Larison back just west of the structure that goes over the Nespajani ditch. And then there's an addendum or an alternate that will take paving and other work from the structure all the way back to the GM parking lot. So just kind of an economy of scale bid. We're going to get a number, and then depending on how the numbers come in, we may award subject to coordination with GM, but we'll get the numbers first. So we'll open those packets.
Good morning, Jessica Clark, Black Mueller Group, offices at 112 Jefferson in South Bend, Indiana. Let me read the apparent low bids for project RNS 92503R GM Employee Entrance Construction. May I say I must be a little older than I used to be because C&E's is really, really small print. All right, C&E Excavating Incorporated, the base bid is $1,455,665. The alternate bid is $1,231,395. Milestone base bid, $1,302,200. The alternate bid is $1,226,800. And Reith Riley's base bid is $1,298,837. The alternate bid is $1,147,398. Yes, we asked the Commission's consideration to accept the bids as read for further review and recommendation later in the meeting.
I would ask if
Subject
there's
to-
any additional bids that.
Yes,
have been opened
pardon me,
and
thank you.
read,
Again, I'm
please
out of
present.
practice.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've done this. Seeing no other bids, we'd ask you to take this under advisement.
Is there a motion to take this under advisement as presented?
So move. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Aye.
And Mr. Jordan?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next is a quote, and this is a quote for the demolition of a structure at 14266 East Douglas Road. This is a property that was bought earlier this year. It was bought when it came up for sale. And so this is this will be now the fourth house that we have bought in that Douglas Road stretch, and the fourth demolition that we've asked for. So we'd ask for quotes to be opened.
Jason Durr, Christopher Burke Engineering, offices at 220 West Colfax Suite 700, South Bend, Indiana. We invited four contractors to quote. We received 3 quotes. First quote is from Richard Brothers. Total amount of quote is $39,661. Second quote is from Pelly Excavating. Total amount of quote, $30,873. third quote, final quote from R&R Excavating, or I'm sorry, C&E Excavating, pardon me. Total quote amount is $25,985.
We'd ask that if there's any other bidder or other quoters at this time to present. If not, we'd ask for your approval to accept, and then we will present later in the meeting.
Is there a motion to approve, or accept those bids for later consideration?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Aye.
Mr. Jordan?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next up in your packet is the monthly financial report. So this month you have the monthly reports and account balances for July, as well as a 6-month budget report going from January 1 through June 30th. I am happy to answer any questions on any of those reports.
Thank you for the additional information this month. I think it helps answer some questions some new members had and us old member.
Absolutely, anytime.
Thank you very much. I appreciated it, and it feels like we're getting really in a good motion here. So thank you.
Thank you. Also, the next item, we received a $1,000 grant from the Business Development Corporation. And I think, Bill, do you want to expand on that at all?
Yeah, so over the last several years, the Business Development Corporation has sent us a $1,000 check to be used for various activities. We've received this for a number of years. And so it's a nice little bonus that we can use to match a grant or to help do a study or something like that. You wouldn't think $1,000 goes a long way, but sometimes it does. And in some of these projects, some of the smaller towns in particular, you know, that $1,000 has meant the difference on moving a needle or not having a project move. So just wanted to make you aware that the $1,000 was received. And typically what we've done is we've sent a thank you letter. And so the thank you letter is the second page of the attachment for that item. So Dennis, if we could have you sign it and then I'll sign it and we'll walk it over. And they do have a new president and CEO. Carrie took over earlier this year with Beth retiring. Beth had been there, I think, since the beginning. So with this opportunity to go over and meet Carrie and just thank her for this. So I want to make you aware.
Thank you.
All right. Next is resolution number 2025-09 regarding various fiscal matters. So in the transfers portion, after we had paid our June bond payments and paying agent fees, with the way we have to do accounting, interest and principal have to be paid out of different accounts and paying agent fees are paid out of different accounts. So this is just moving money within those accounts to reflect what we actually paid. Also, it has an appropriation or appropriating some money from Amazon reimbursements and from the bond that was passed earlier this year. And then in Honeysuckle Solar, the way that bond payment works is we pay what on the bond, what we collect in TIF. So we can't really appropriate that until we know what we're going to have collected. So this takes care of that as well. I'm happy to answer any questions on this resolution.
Is there a motion to approve resolution 2025-09?
So moved.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Aye.
And Mr. Jordan?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
So the first item under New Carlisle Economic Development Area is a professional service agreement. This is an agreement with JPR Corporation, and JPR is working with International Motors and International Motors Proving Ground. They've changed their name officially now, so it used to be the Navistar Proving Grounds. The goal of this contract is to take work that's being done on the International Motors site. JPR is designing water and sewer extensions from water and sewer work that we're doing across the front of the Amazon site. We would be taking water and sewer into the International Motors site And then this contract then is the design and development work and inspection and permitting and everything to take the water and sewer to Bendix Woods County Park, potentially take the water and sewer across the street to Minnie Mountain, and maybe another development on the north side of State Road 2. So this is a kind of a complicated design project because we're taking water and sewer onto a private site as a public line and then extending it to other facilities. And so there's a lot of coordination, a lot of easement work that'll have to be done, and a lot of other work. We believe that this is the high end of the contract with all of the services within this. I would hope that as we design this project, or as pieces may fall out or not move forward, this contract will be much less, I believe. But at this point in time, with all the pieces that we believe are on the table today, this would be the contract amount. And so we'd ask for your approval of this contract.
Motion to approve.
So move.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Aye.
Mr. Jordan?
Yes.
Motion carries.
I'm going to ask that we pass on the award of bid for the employee entrance until maybe the end of the meeting and move forward to the on-call service agreement with Whiteman under AM General Economic Development area, please. And so that is a professional on-call service agreement. We have done several of those over the last year. Whiteman is new to our team of team members, so to speak. The thought here is that they offer some services that perhaps some of the other firms don't. And because a lot of our other firms are tied up working on IEC projects, this allows some flexibility to do some work in the AM General area, as well as down in North Liberty and a couple other project areas. Just kind of frees up staff to the other teams to do some work. And again, it diversifies the bench. What we'd ask for in this case, generally we do $75,000 professional service contracts or on-call agreements. What we'd look to do here, because of some of the smaller projects that we know we have to do, we just look to set this one at 50,000 just to make sure it works, make sure it's a good fit. And so we'd ask for your approval of this, please.
Is it the expectation we'd spend this money by the end of the year or within 12 months?
I would tell you that I think probably over the course of a year, but it may extend just
I
based
assume
on.
most of our agreements are for a year or a fiscal year, so I just.
Yeah. So it depends on how fast some of these projects come together. We've got one project down in North Liberty that involves a little bit of property research relative to a rail corridor. That's one of the things that they offer. I don't know how long that's going to take, so that may take a little bit of extra time. So.
So is there a motion to approve the on-call agreement?
So move.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Aye.
Mr. Jordan?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Again, I would ask that you hold on the quote, and if we could move down to additional business, please.
All right, the first item under additional business is Resolution 2025-10. It is a resolution to appropriate funds so that the Board of Commissioners can purchase a property. The property, there's two parcels. One is at 56555 Quince Road, and the other parcel is at 26500 State Road 2. The properties were recently appraised. The appraisal average was $240,150. This acquisition would be in anticipation of road and intersection improvements at the intersection of State Road 2 and Quince Road. Be happy to answer any questions that you might have regarding to that resolution.
Questions? Pretty straightforward. Yep. Is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Aye.
Mr. Jordan?
Aye.
Motion carries.
The next item in your packet is the Enfocus Agreement First Addendum. Over the several months ago, we approved a contract with Enfocus to do two specific projects. First project was a project focused more on the Economic Development Division and Infrastructure Planning and Growth Team, how they work together, looking at the GIS division and some salary issues and just a bunch of things related to kind of order of operation. We started off as a one-person team 10 years ago this month. And over the last 10 years, we've added 2 staff members plus GIS and other responsibilities. So just trying to make sure that we're as efficient as possible because we're not going to get a lot more staff or any staff anytime soon. So we just need to be efficient with what we have. That work is continuing and we're getting some good results from that piece. The other piece was a dashboard or a survey model for work out in the New Carlisle area. So trying to set some baselines of a whole bunch of different things. And as this project has evolved, we're looking at everything from traffic counts to school enrollment to property tax levels to we've got a couple of commercial businesses we're working on looking at sales and employment and a number of factors. What we found is that the engagement time window that we had was too small with the amount of data and surveys and interviews. And so we're getting a lot of good data. And so we're building this model that can then be monitored and managed by staff or interns or things like that in the future. But we have a little bit more work to do to get the rest of the data collection done. So what we'd like to do is extend this contract for another 3 months to push us out to the end of the year. That would add an additional $18,333 to the project. I believe that when we're done, this is going to be a great tool to show us how we have affected the needle, both positively and there are a couple that are negative in there, and it's good to know that information too. I would say that the fire department has been, who sits over my left or right shoulder, has been a good resource for the team. We're collecting data from them. So a lot of different players are involved in this. So I would ask for your approval to extend this contract again, so we can get this model built and done and have a good database and a good dashboard to show moving forward.
Any
Please.
questions?
No, not a question, but just a comment that, this seems like a great collaboration opportunity. And so I guess I fully support it from that perspective, if for no other reason.
Is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Aye.
Mr. Jordan?
Aye.
Motion carries.
So the last item in your packet does not require a vote or anything, but we wanted to put in the reimbursement page. This is the reimbursement of funds from the bond that was sold for the parks a couple back in June or July. We've been reimbursed our funds for the design of the Anderson Road and County Park. The Anderson Road County Park has a pre-bid meeting at 10 o'clock today. We open bids next week. We anticipate opening and awarding next Tuesday. Project will be built. The first phase of the project will be built over the winter. So a lot of it's grading and seeding and planting and things like that. With phase 2 to go out to bid probably late spring or early summer, depending on timelines and everything. But just wanted to make you aware that that is a project that we got involved with. It is moving, it's on track. And it really should be a really exciting project to move forward. So we're excited to see this, but wanted to make you aware that we did get our funds back. So, because that was a commitment we had made. We may need to take a pause.
Can I ask or
Yeah.
comment? Since we're under additional business, between now and the end of the year, would it be possible to just get really quick update on Notre Dame, if that was a project that's going to proceed, the airport, we do the photography, a couple times a year, just bring everybody up to speed, particularly with the photography, the flights, the change over the last 6 months or what have you.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
There's no rush or urgency, just
No, we can add those into the meeting agenda. This one looked on paper a lot thicker of an agenda and we've busted through it pretty quickly.
blown
So, but yeah, we can certainly do that. There are a lot
and
of.
anything else that we've addressed, but it's just kind of moves.
Yeah, absolutely.
been
And
sidelined.
I will tell you, there is a airport project update that will relate to a contract request. A couple months ago, we'd asked you to do a study to look at extending the runway. There's some additional geotech work that we need to do to validate whether or not we can, whether this landfill built in the 40s is going to allow us to build and move the road or not. So, but certainly an opportunity to do that update. So.
There you go. Well,
If we could start with the quote, award of the quote for the demolition of 14266 East Douglas Road, please.
Jason Durer, Christopher Burke Engineering, 220 West Colfax, South Bend, Indiana. After reviewing the quotes, we received 3 quotes. The lowest responsible quoter was C&E Excavating in the amount of $25,985. Christopher Burke recommends awarding the demolition contract to C&E Excavating in the amount of $25,985.
We have a motion to approve.
So move.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Aye.
Mr. Jordan?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thought I got the nod. I wasn't sure. This is coming up, so I think we're good.
Good morning again. Jessica Clark with Lockmuller Group, offices at 112 West Jefferson Boulevard, South Bend, Indiana. We received 3 bidders. The lowest bid, both base bid and alternate bid, is Reith Riley Construction. The base bid amount is $1,147,398. The alternate bid is $1,147,398 for a total project cost of $2,446,235.
So what we'd like to do is ask that you award the base bid to Reith Riley in the amount that was noted, subject to Board of Commissioner approval. So if we could do that first, please.
Is there a motion to approve?
So move.
Second. Motion and a second. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Aye.
Mr. Jordan?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And then we'd ask you to approve the award to Reith Riley for the alternate in the amount noted previously, subject to the Board of Commissioner approval as well as approval by General Motors and Samsung SDI, please.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Fox?
Aye.
Mr. Jordan?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, we will. We got to get it printed out.
So we move to the public comment portion of the meeting. If there's anyone in attendance who'd like to speak, just come to the podium and give us your name and address, and you're limited to 3 minutes. Are you seeing no one? Is there anyone online who'd like to present information or comments to the board? Okay. Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second. Mr. Brown? Aye. Mr. Fox?
Aye.
And Mr. Jordan?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Hey, Dan, no uniform today?